So Kyrie Irving finally got trade offers from the Spurs, Clippers, the Suns, the Wolves, the Knicks, and the Heat. So every team that everyone speculated that Kyrie Irving was gonna get traded to, those teams actually made trade offers. And I mean, if you're those teams, you need a Kyrie Irving. But at the same time, the Cavs also said that Kyrie Irving is a core piece of what they do. So who knows? Because the Cavs owner Dan Gilbert, he said that he expects Kyrie Irving at training camp. So are they waiting to trade him until training camp? I really don't know. So tell me in the comment section, which team do you want Kyrie Irving to get traded to between the Spurs, the Clippers, the Suns, the Wolves, and the Knicks, or the Miami Heat? So first, let's go through each team. So the Spurs obviously have Kawhi Leonard, and I mean, they need a solid point guard. Tony Parker is getting old, and if Tony Parker can come off the bench, I mean that's disrespectful to Tony Parker because he's a legend. So with all due respect, Tony Parker would have to be the backup point guard and Kyrie Irving would start. So now let's take a look at the Clippers. So the Clippers just lost Chris Paul. They desperately need an all-star caliber talent, an all-star caliber point guard to take over the team. But if you guys remember, Kyrie Irving is a scoring point guard. Kyrie Irving was like James Harden when he first got to the Houston Rockets. All he wants to do is score. Kyrie Irving almost has tunnel vision. When he sees the basket, he wants to score. He wants to dance on opponents. He wants to break somebody's ankles. So Kyrie Irving would have to develop his game to a point where he has to pass to DeAndre Jordan and Blake Griffin and kind of do what Chris Paul did, but I mean just a lot better, because Chris Paul, he was a good shooter, but I mean Kyrie Irving, he can always make those game-winning threes and he can always get to the paint if he wants. Nobody can guard Kyrie Irving, but he has to develop a knack for passing, because even on the Cavs, LeBron James always had to make the extra passes that Kyrie Irving couldn't do because Kyrie Irving doesn't have the knack for passing. That's why LeBron James wanted a playmaker. And now we take a look at the Suns. Now of course, now LeBron James has been training out with Eric Bledsoe, and LeBron James seems to be pushing for a trade to get Eric Bledsoe on the Cavs to play alongside Derrick Rose as a backup point guard. And now when we look at the Timberwolves, Kyrie Irving is good friends with Jimmy Butler, who was traded to the Timberwolves. And a while back, Jimmy Butler was asked, who would you like to play with? And he said Kyrie Irving, because they're like practically best friends. So of course, I mean, Kyrie Irving playing with Karl-Anthony Towns and Jimmy Butler, yo, that team is gonna be great. And now when we look at the Knicks, now Kyrie Irving reportedly said he wants to play for the Knicks very badly. So I mean, the Knicks, I mean, I really don't know who's on the Knicks. They got Porzingis and Tim Hardaway Jr. I mean, if the Knicks can keep Carmelo Anthony and get Kyrie Irving, then we talking about something that could be great. But of course, if the Knicks keep Carmelo Anthony, he's not gonna be happy. He's not gonna produce well for that team because he's not excited to be on the team. And now when we look at the Miami Heat, I mean, the Miami Heat have Hassan Whiteside, and of course they have Dragic. So Dragic would have to go on the bench and Kyrie Irving starts. To me, the best spots for Kyrie Irving are the Spurs, the Clippers, and the Wolves. That's it. Any other team, I don't think it would be a good fit for Kyrie Irving. But anyway, too much thing in the comment section. What team best suits Kyrie Irving? He's got some good offers. Too much thing in the comment section, and I'm out.